Should we talk about the war that I actually wanted or expected to see, but it look like it's happening?
Silba's
This is
just
breaking
release a
news.
song, runner.
Smart. Smart of him. So let's talk about that. I wanted to talk about this in two parts, really. This is involving Jahshii at Sumfest because there's one part involving Intense, there's one part involving Silk Boss. I guess we can start with the Silk Boss thing. Because people don't know Silk Boss released a diss track last week for Jahshii. Jahshii didn't respond. It was the week leading up to Sumfest. So I think a lot of people gave him the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, Sumfest, after Sumfest, he will release something. All indications are pointing towards him not releasing a diss track. In fact, him do a interview, it could be said. I want to call it a conversational one, which was very well done by Pterodon, by the way. Beginning. I like them raw, real conversation. Where in basically say, yo, nah, pre that night now, if they are to clash, then they would clash at Sting. He also, well, at least at Sumfest him say, if you know there are Sumfest, we not clash with something to that effect. Boom Boom Time not clash. The people who not perform at Sumfest, something like that. Okay, Joe not put it on the platform, not put it on the platform. Thanks, audience member. During the interview, he also said that if it's that him did War Dan Pre, that is the First Nation artist, or they put out a diss track for Silk Boss, and if him did do something enough to draw him out, then he will have no choice to enter this war. What are your thoughts, Ari?
Oh man.
Should we give them BTS?
Of what?
Of what we recorded last week and decided not to put up.
You went into a whole rant, and I'm like,
at the end of said rant, I did fall to the conclusion though, say, benefit of the doubt. Let's give him time.
I was
but
saying
now that it seems clear now that he will not respond to him, what are our thoughts?
Well, full disclosure, I never listened to all of the 43 minutes interview with Jahshii and Silk Boss. But
and Pterodon.
What am I say?
You say Silk Boss.
With Jahshii and Pterodon. But in part, I get the mindset of Jahshii.
I get it too.
He's like, I'm not focused on this war, this back and forth that's trying to brew. Like, there's bigger things that need to be done. There is much more that needs to happen. And to be honest, like, Jahshii is in like the prime of his career right now.
I don't think so.
No, no, it's not.
I think
in
there's
the
a
prime.
further. Yeah,
you're right.
More
in like he's ascending into the peak of his career. So like all things are kind of going in Jahshii's way right now. At least from what we see. So this he thinks, and I'm guessing the council, that he's getting is saying the same thing. Like, this not gonna really do much for you, Jahshii. Like, this are something for the fans them and the people who love war, namely i.e. Pterodon. We get money from. But for you, it really not gonna do much for you. And in all honesty, I get that. Like he might try establish himself as a I don't want to say a conscious artist, but like an inspirational artist. Like the songs where I'm put out and what I'm known for, at least what I know, like Born Fighter is like, yo, me I struggle and me I come out of the struggle and, So this right now, really to me, I think like Jahshii, and I'm thinking like Jahshii's counsel, this ain't gonna do right by you, at least right now.
Okay.
And he said that if a round Sting, which me can appreciate, like, this ain't the time for clashing. This ain't the time for clashing. But you were saying something last week that saying that, I just did that kind of call him out, like put a little things in place, kind of did that.
Audience member, yeah, cheer. I need to tell you who this audience member is. What I said.
Poke.
Ari, and that's the thing, Ari.
And,
all of what he said would have been well and fine if it wasn't him. or did I pick on this youth?
Yeah.
As we spoke to someone, and someone said, hey, they thought it was, a little fun and joke, and it wasn't nothing too serious. Someone I believe. I said, brother, this is dancehall.
Yeah.
And in a dancehall, you can't play with man name certain way, which he was doing on a near habitual basis. You see me? If a man did a play with killer name, so you expect killer never there to respond?
Well, we see. We just attack about killer.
Exactly. That's what I can drive an example. And we would have look and killer. Oh, killer him just that joke. No, when I say, oh, killer him, been dinner for with name. Oh, you mean him deserve it? You know what I mean? So I cannot fault this youth for responding in the way that he did. No. I can't help but express some level of disappointment in Jahshii. In that, it just seemed like a bag of excuses to me. To me, I respect this youth. I rate him.
Jahshii.
But in the handling of this, it don't look good to me. I said this last week, I'm not going to say it now. We're not cut it out. It don't look good. To me. If it's that, I'm not mentioning that. Right? I did mention that last week, but I never mentioned that. It's all right. Him name can't left out. It don't look good.
What?
Right? You were taunting him and everything. The man put out this song. And now you're going to say, basically, this is how I interpreted it. The conditions not right. This is like when footballer say, yo, the grass not right. You know what I mean? You know, wetting up. Like, not like the synthetic grass. The sun too hot. You know what I mean? Like, it make me sweat too much. Like, it seems like he's saying like the conditions have to be so perfect for him to enter and engage with this youth with a war. And to me, it just come off like excuses. The excuse when I use say, yo, at December time, a war time, I don't buy it. When Cartel and my father did a war, when them war they did a build up from?
Right through the air.
Exactly. And it culminated with Sting. I don't see nothing wrong with the man responding on track.
Because
and if it's that this is your plan, make it culminate at Sting.
Because the biggest song, the biggest rhythm was the Day Rave rhythm with Steven when they put out. And it was them two. No chorus. And then Steven had the tug anthem. And the two of them are sing them songs. So it was even though there was a balance of I Don't Your song and whatever. But and even Carter, I think they put out a next song which was a fun song on the rhythm too. So it's like you balance it. So you know you give a little vibe in the summer, little dust up. You still focus on us girls and give us a nice little song or for the youth them little inspirational dancing fun anthem. But you can still drop in a one or two little,
Ari,
shots.
What you say a while ago, it never all that correct when him say, yo, he's just focusing on this and that. Because the man give caveats. So to me, they read off like excuses, like conditions. Like I said, me war him if that go on. It's like, brother, you seem unsure. And to me, this is him recognizing that he's in a place right now where he has more to lose because he does. He does have more to lose.
And I guess in that case,
right
he wasn't even thinking that this would have ended in the way that it would have ended.
He never thinks that Sid Boss would have done this track in the first place. It's surprising. I think he's of the mindset, I'd rather not. I'd rather not do this. I could, but I'd rather not. You know what I mean? The stage show, Sting might not even keep. They've a risk.
Which I'm
like he's saying it's going to happen at a show that might not keep.
Because I'm like, isn't Sting done?
We get no confirmation that Sting are going to keep. That's the thing. So it's like him putting these conditions into play that might not even happen. Take the break out of this podcast to big up our sponsors, Itopia Life, Herb House, where cannabis and culture combine for one of a kind experience. You can visit them at 10A West Kings House Road, just across from Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Itopia Life, or visit their webpage at itopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This podcast is also brought to you by Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. You can visit their webpage at pure24store.com. Their products ship all across the world. I don't know, so you can use that promo code, The Fix, to get 50% off all purchases. That's promo code, The Fix, to get 50% off all purchases. I don't know, sir. in honor of our 200th episode, we have to big up Superior Spirits. All right, they are responsible for supplying the spirits.
The Hennessy and the Ciroc
this
vodka
evening.
spritzer Sunset Citrus.
There we go. So, for the most trusted source for signature spirits, hit up Superior Spirits.
That's 876-402-3734. And of course, you can follow them at Instagram or on Instagram at Superior Spirits JA. So that's Instagram at Superior Spirits JA. Can I ask you as a question as a dancehall fan? Maybe not you. Maybe not even for ask you because I guess I know where you stand. But like, you think this gonna be so detrimental to him if he does not clash?
People have it as a writ against him. It don't necessarily be all that detrimental, but people remember say, yo, this youth
so
who you were taunting before put out a diss track and you chose two now it seems because we just get the preview for the runner, which I think is smart. You know what I mean? This youth who you say about your underling figure war because yo, the people them say, yo, that song the hot and Ray. I say, brother, that song they could have bad like yours. The people them don't care. They want the man have an issue with you. You are the person who the people them want to hear respond to this youth because you are the person who was taunting him. Them now want to hear Dan Pre who are try, up him stock from this. We just see it as done. But you know what would have been a smarter move, which is what I said to you last week. You, Dan Pre, some other First Nation member, one song. It would have done even better for Dan Pre. And it would have worked like gangbusters. You do it like hit him up. You're bringing the homies. You know what I mean? For running. At a certain point, you do your thing and they say, you didn't even work my time. You make them you take a deal.
My homie slide on you fat
exactly. It would have worked more effective than pre. You look like people are going down and say, yo, you look after because the youth don't have an issue with you. The youth have an issue with Jahshii. Man don't have to respond to that. Why would he respond to Dan Pre? Why? You him have the issue with. It's you him a call out.
Yeah.
So I don't think it will all that detrimental to him career. I don't think say him have this.
I think the thing is
a big detriment, but it not go look
exactly
exactly.
Clash or war. If anybody like it could have been friggin' massacre. Could have like one war Jahshii, like he would have to stay mum no matter what because like even something that many people would think is an easy thing for you to like done Silk Boss and you're like refusing to do it because I was thinking like is Silk Boss out of his league and I'm like are they? Maybe not. No, like
people look at them not so much
Not so much so.
People will say, "Oh, Jahshii has booked for some fest," and people more know Jahshii. But Silk Boss proved enough time say, "Yo, he's a popular figure a popular young figure within the dancer." Even himself mentioned him name in an interview. Say, "Yo, Silk Boss are one of them young gunners I know." In the interview, third and is like I say, "Yo, him start been falling and Ray. But like still, it's no excuse because people still acknowledge and recognize Silk Boss as a popular figure in the thing. And them say, yo, there was an issue there. Or at least you did a taunt him. The man put out that this song, him say a bag of flagrant shit. You are give conditions in which you have to respond. It's like, it don't come off well. To me.
Well, kudos to Jahshii for keeping militant to not respond. Because you're that panty on the face, I'm thinking that would make any man respond.
Yeah, Ari, looking back, I'm like, say, yo, as much as I call it sophomore, I'm like, me not want to see no panty on my face.
Yeah, and like take it lightly. So
I live in a perpetuity.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, if him respond or don't respond, either way, I guess it's fine.
It's just a level of disappointment. I don't like some lose off, I'm just disappointed because he could have handled this much better, in my view.
Yeah. Because I mean, dancehall artists like you think of it like rap too. It's just
certain rules,
competitive and
certain rules to be observed here.
And like if somebody says something to you, you have to answer them, and then maybe when they start it out and like, oh, we're cool now. But if you say something to me, if you address me in song, I'm addressing song too in kind. So
what would have made it better if it's that he never acknowledged it none at all? Let's keep mum. I say I'm never see him. But the fact say you basically acknowledge him in an interview. And then you're going to give caveats in which you will respond. It's like, is either you're going to respond or not? Why we have to wait till December for one stage show that might not happen? You know what I mean? Yeah.
But then what? Okay, do you think Silk Boss should continue to put?
Yeah, man, I think this is smart. Put out a song and say him run from you. Yeah.
So you think this would be the end of it?
Yeah.
So he met him opened the opening salvo, panty on the face.
Yeah.
What the name of the song? I can't remember.
Facts.
Facts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then
you put out the song where him run and with the graphic and yeah. Smart. Which Jahshii himself acknowledged. Say, yo, if he did that, that would be smart. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yes, it's not meant to be.
It looks so. Yeah, I mean. Big up Jahshii, big up Silk Boss.
True.
All in all.
True.
You know what I mean? So we just done listen Silk Boss just released. While we've been here recording. Thoughts?
Well,
you are feeling it better than the first one.
I am.
Okay.
The song more up tempo. The rhythm is good, like it's catchy. It's a bop. The rhythm is a bop. So yeah, I find myself like, okay. All right, cool.
And in regards to your criticism of the first song,
right? Like he's
did you
very
find
monotonous.
that he corrected it here?
Not so much. Well, he didn't overcorrect. It was a little correction, but he not quite find the sweet spot for me yet for the monotonous. But then I'm just accepting like that is Silk Boss style. So it'd be unfair of me to kind of ask him for kind of step way out of his comfort zone like that. But still, it's clear, you know, almost a bolting power with.
It's smart. Yo,
Yeah, so-
big up to the graphic designer again. We're gonna see things say, yo, Jahshii should actually run the Olympics and represent Jamaica. Based off of that image, like, God no.
Trashy, like why?
And the
is it
trashy, it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Like Silk Boss is handling this very well.
He's handling as an artist.
As an artist who is trying to engage in a war based off of somebody who was taunting him.
Yeah.
He's handling this well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have to give it, and I do like the song as well. I like it better than the first one. But like some of the different flows them where I'm going, and like even some of the lyrics them when we are listening, where I say, yo, that kind of funny.
Well, and I'm like him quick because him actually make some reference to the Songfest. So I'm like, oh shit, like look like this was produced like yesterday or done Sunday, Saturday, and you know ready for release today, Tuesday. So,
and off of the back of the interview as well. I respect this. I respect this. You know what I mean? One can only hope that Jahshii will do the right thing. No, do the right thing. Respond. Do the right. It's the right thing.
I mean, and you know what it is? All he needs is one good one.
Exactly. For slap
one
with
good
one.
one
With the two.
To slap with the two and to silence it and say, there, I answered.
Because in the eyes of the people that say, oh, you do two songs and the one just slap with it. You see me? It's not a side thing. Because people say, oh, Silk Boss, no. You see me? I'm just saying, yo, how Jahshii has handled the whole thing. Because I rate him. We rate him here.
I agree, yeah.
It's just how he has handled this. It's like, it's being mishandled.
But to be honest, I don't have any expectation of him. So I guess that's why I'm not disappointed. So it's just like, dancehall artists, I do what dancehall artists do.
As a clash man, I'm known for being in the wars.
True.
I can't help but be disappointed. I can't.
True.
Where man seem like he might create conditions. It's, oh, the grass not too right. You want to play ball or not? Oh, rain or fall. We playing football or not? The ball game are going or not?
Force majeure. Act of God.
I not left him to say, yo, act of God, me can't really do it today, you know? Later down at the year, so it's stinky. Like,
but he keeps on mentioning baby mother. Like, Jahshii baby mother.
I don't know. I don't know. But Silk Boss seem to have this in himself. Fuck. I don't know. Let's see if this is enough to dry him out. Because he did put that caveat in there as well. Say, yo, oh, the first one, it never, no, they don't hurt me. Even though a song will hurt me, then, yeah. So let's see. Let's see if this hurt him.
Like, it needs to be personal.
The panty on your head never hurt you? No?
Troglodyte.
Let's see.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Money heavy, yeah, bust your head like a stone. My name on the title, everything we own. Let no credit you, and a girl alone, make a loan. Yeah, the interest, come and Simone. While me asleep, my money for your grow. Invest it in a land, couple born at the goal.
Now I got tell me I see him. But me and them are not the same, so I can't return them energy. Can't say mama never tell me. Say if you want keep it like brother, better you keep less company. So I put me trust in a God, but I put it in a mankind.
Said he get it, make him want divorce. So me not be take it by force. Turn him money in a curry goat. I know nothing, ship it in a boat. Pack it up.